I had seen Davale Games mentioned in a number of places, and people talked about them highly on Middle-earth forums. I therefore jumped at the chance to subscribe to their tribes on my mini factory when I saw they were offering Viking-style miniatures. This fits in perfectly with my plan to focus on Rohan, Isengard, and Dunland this year. This video offers my review of their May 2023 release because it's the first full set I've had the chance to print. This is a nice bundle that contains 10 figures in supported and non-supported formats. I had checked out their bundle prices previously, and the bundle price is the main reason I went with tribes. Even at my age, I can figure out the difference between $10 and $60. To ensure they fit with other miniatures I have, I printed off some to test, scaled at 100% and some at 90% of the STLs they offer. I don't understand their listing of components, however. It doesn't seem either consistent or clear. As an example, I had to go search the Discord to find out what the term OOD meant, and that was back catalog stuff. This should probably be a reference on the tribes page if you use it frequently. In historical writing, we use the full term followed by the abbreviation in parentheses. We plan on using it in a short form later on. This is not a big deal, it just kept me from figuring out what was supposed to be in the set for a while. I do like their renders for the figures that are included in the downloaded files. These are very helpful in seeing what weapons can be used and what the figures were designed to look like. I wish all companies did this. There are two variants of the High King, one mounted and one foot. Here's the mounted figure compared to an older model of Theoden with a 90% figure on the right and the 100% scale on the left. The scale marks have centimeter markings on the left and inches on the right. Here it is compared to an older, as in first edition, Rohan foot soldier. I feel like either size will work, but the 100% scaling fits well, and so I would use that as the scaling in the future. Here is the mounted figure compared to Theoden. It's a difficult comparison due to the size of the base I mounted the larger figure on, but I think in the mounted form the larger model actually matches better. One of the things you learn when you start doing videos is to check details. I need to work on the large model's base and clean up the edging. I took one that I had in the drawer and mounted it without a whole lot of thought. I also somehow knocked off the horse's tail on the smaller mount and failed to notice it until after I'd filmed this shot. The good thing about my mistake is you can see how the tail is mounted with a pin to a small socket on the horse, so you may find it to be fragile. This is a common technique with Davale cavalry. Had the king not had a shield for his left foot to be placed on, I think the scaling would be spot on. The model paints up quickly, and even my eyes can see the detail well. These are printed on a Mars 2 Pro with Elegoo water washable resin. As I mentioned before, the renders are a nice touch, and you can see their quality here. The guardsmen on foot come in 3 standard poses with a little variation. Each figure prints in only 2 pieces, the arm with the spear which connects at the elbows and the body. There are no bases included, but this lack of bases is an easy fix, as there are numerous blank-style bases for free on my mini factory or Thingiverse. Just do a search for plain round bases. These are posable-ish in that you can rotate the arms to give you some variation. The shields are thicker than most miniatures at this scale, but I don't see that this is a big problem. In my video, I have placed them next to a Rohan foot figure for comparison. One spear is out of whack because I did not cure it properly, so I will have to pull out my son's heat gun, which he uses for cosplay stuff, and straighten it out. The mounted guardsmen are made in roughly the same way in that they have the arm with a spear that joins the main miniature at the elbow. I've not tried this yet, but there may be other manufacturers that make similar. If nothing else, you could kit bash the piece by removing the hand and attaching your choice of bionic replacement. I'm not deep into the literature on what horses look like, but these seem to have accurate proportions in quite dynamic poses that look very good. The leaping horse in particular reminds me of the charge of the Rohirrim and the last second before they impact into the hordes of evil. I think they are nicely done. Now we get to probably my most favorite figure in the batch, the banner bearer. When I saw the mounted banner, I was reminded of Charlton Heston riding out of Valencia for the last battle in El Cid. This is quite the heroic pose. The foot figure is placed so that his left foot is elevated on a mound. An alternative pose can easily be made by leaving off the smaller base and mounting him flush. This makes him appear to be just starting to advance, or as if he is leaning into an advance, expecting incoming orc arrows. Both figures themselves come in 3 pieces, the main body, the banner, and the base, with a 4th piece for the tail of the horse. The banner on the mounted figure connects at the shoulder, so the possibilities for kit bashing are high. My perspective video has a normal size foot banner and a 90% mounted banner because my printer was acting up because of, well, user error in the slicer, so I didn't get it printed. Overall, I think this is a high quality set, and for me was well worth the tribe's price. If you are into Middle-earth strategy battle gaming, I would seriously consider purchasing this, as it has great potential for both large and small battles.